Disclaimer. I am not responsible if you break your car. I am not responsible for your health. If you hurt yourself or break your car, it is only your responsibility. This is not educational video and should not be used as tutorial. I do only show how I am doing my repair. I will not show you basics of screwing bolts, I will just show you results after each operation or part removal.
Okay, because we already removed too much of the engine, I decided to remove and clean the catalytic converter as well. Because if it was smoking, I believe it's all poisoned and clogged by carbon as well. So it was, I don't want to do the same again, so it makes sense if we will remove it now and wash it. Even my lambda has not been shown any issues. I've tested them. I shown you in the previous video how to do that. I decided to replace them to the brand new genuine as well. Even if these two are good. As you can see, there is a bolts there. They are not in the best condition just because of the exhaust. It's very extremely hot, and from this side of car there's a lot of water and rain and everything, so that's, as you can see, it's very rusty. So I decided to try to buy this one, liquid wrench, made in US, penetrating oil. I don't know, guys, if that will work or not. Now I will let you know after if I will remove that. So, but I decided to use this product. Yeah, this is how it looks. Bought it again on eBay, around £15 or something. So I'm going to apply it several times and leave it overnight. I'm not going to remove it right now because this weekend I'm going to focus on this mechanism, removing everything, pulling everything out, and then we'll try to remove the head and send it to the specialist to rebuild. Yeah, so pretty much I'm applying this guy to the thread right now, and I'm going to do it several times a day depending on my ability, and then I'll just try to undo these 3 nuts and remove the catalytic converter as well. This guy is number 13, right? I mean that 3 bolts which holds converter catalytic. Guys, this liquid works very well, very good, because look, I already removed this and this nuts, both. See, that means that liquid goes inside the thread and you are able to remove. There is one left behind, but I can't remove it, not because it's stuck. I can't remove it from top because it's very inconvenient place. So you can only use this type of tool, and there's not enough force to torque to undo it because they're very crazy tight now. So I'm using kind of extension, but none of this actually fits in that tight space here. I will try lift the car and try to come and access from the underneath, but I doubt I can do that because There's no room neither from top or bottom. I don't know how will I do that. Yeah, it's very, very difficult. Okay, coming back to our exhaust system. In order to remove the catalytic converter, last time, remember, it was a long bolt there, and I bought this tool, Nielsen tool, and that tool is quite interesting. Let me unpack it and show you how it works. It's basically the same as a proper, it's like this key, but that key is too short and that key is longer than this one, so I hope we can undo that last nut. As you can see, my car is already in a lifted up position, so we can continue doing this. What it looks like, we need 13 millimeters. See, I think that will work now. Let me try to undo the last nut. Okay, as you can see, we have one bolt here, one bolt from the other side here. These guys very good accessible. This is the bottom one, right? But we have another one. See, here is subframe, and there is, I don't know what is this, resonator or something, whatever it is. So what we're gonna do, I have to have this long tool, like two long extension, and that Nielsen nut at the end. Sorry, not key. And also I will have to use that in case I will not be able to access from there. So let me move it down under the car, and then I'll try to show you where the last nut sitting. There it is. Can you see that? So that's the last one, which is only accessible from this side. From this side, see, we're under the car, and we have to try to access using this long key to that nut, right? Hopefully I will be able to do that. I removed this problematic nut. As you can see, the edges has been slightly damaged, and that's slightly damaged because of this. Keys are bad. So guys, I highly don't recommend you to use this product. This is Nielsen, right? They made of shit, not steel, because these guys are just sliding. It's not possible just to undo these nuts with this tool. So what I used instead I was using my favorite draper tool, right? Just a standard head of 13. When you push it down, it's very little tiny space here, so you're not able to slide the tool down to the lock, but at least this one will be enough to you. Just it will not allow you, because of that, you know, the bolt will be here, a long one, in that hole, right? So instead of that, put it fully to the nut like this, right? Full to the nut, and you will have tiny little space here, up probably up until this little roll ball locker, just like this, and start undoing this nut. Only this way I was able to remove that, because they, apart from they tighten very much, these guys also these guys also have rusted very much as well, so it will not be possible to use these skis. The idea is good, but I don't know why they're using so bad material here. So yeah, this, I don't know what I'm going to use it. Just probably to the bin directly. Yeah. So yeah, I've got successfully undone this little buster nut. See that even not, this is like a oval, it's not even circle anymore. This is how tight it was. Right, I have to remove other two. The other two I've already undone, untightened last time. I just need to remove them completely off, and then we'll start doing with these two, which I shown you in the first part of video. One more little victory. As you can see, we don't have catalytic converter anymore on the place because it's on my floor. Yes. Now let me explain what comes to what. Right. Look. These bolts are quite high. So this holds by these three nuts. The nuts, for some reason, they oval like this, all of them. I don't know if it has to be like that or it is just because I did unscrew them. So these three nuts, maybe I will need to buy new ones, I don't know yet. Of course there is a sealant here. Then we have two lambdas here. As I told you earlier, I'm going to replace them both because they're not really good accessible. Right, so it's easier to replace them now, even if they are good. Right. So from the bottom one, it holds by these two like big nuts with washer in it, like this. Right. And from the side of the passenger side here, there is a bolt which holds the converter itself to the bracket. Right, so what I'm going to do, see, we have, it looks like it's okay, right, but we don't know that yet for sure. Okay guys, can you see anything? I don't see anything. That means our catalytic converter required to be washed, because wherever I put my light on, I can't see any. So if I put light in here, no light in there. Even if I put that inside from this one is actually better. So, and we can't see anything, right? So the catalytic converter for sure has to be cleaned. It's not in a bad condition overall. It's not rusty, it's not destroyed, it's not damaged. It just clogged. And it's clogged because of too much carbonized. I suspect my oil rings clogged. So I'm going to replace the oil rings as well for sure now. After these symptoms, see, everything is in oil. A couple of words about the catalytic converter. Right, so we have it like this now. Right, and the other side is similar. Initially I wanted to clean it with this too. Right, I'm not going to tell anything about good or bad because I'm not going to use it. The reason behind that, if I pour it just in the catalytic converter, it's not going to work, because how it works and how all of them works, you put it you pour it into the petrol tank, into the fuel, and the burning exhaust temperature just increased up to 900 degrees. And if your catalytic converter is not like mine, if your catalytic converter is in working order and just had some like 30,000 miles, you can use it, right? So for example, new car, you own it from new, you know the mileage is genuine. You put this every 30, 40. Yeah, by the way, you can't pour it into every single car because catalytic converters are different, and you basically can damage by your catalytic converter, so it can be just melted in. So and yeah, without temperature it's not gonna work. So I decided instead, don't even try to do it myself, just because it's absolutely useless. You will not be able to do it yourself at home, right? As you can see, this is my lambda. It's all carbonized too much, right? It's probably okay here, but we don't know what's inside. So I decided to send it to the proper professional wash system specialist, and they will try to wash it using the special, very expensive equipment and liquids in order to try to clean it up. There is no guarantee because, as you know, my car, I told you previously, if you watch this video from start of the series, then I told you and I shown you all engine was in the oil. So that means the catalytic converter has been clogged and your car didn't breathe well. My car didn't breathe well, and it basically used to have a big back pressure back to the engine, and that's basically creates too much pressure inside the engine. It just pressurizes out the oil out of every cylinder. This is what we can see here clearly. So instead of using this one, I don't want to even use that in my BMW because my BMW working perfectly, and I just want to send it back to the seller with excuses. I just didn't need it basically, and that guy will go to the professional cleaning service with the little hope they will be able to do something. Plan B is to find something used, but with the significant lower mileage. You know, if your car been just crashed 2024, 2023, and it didn't do that many miles, like 7,000 or 10,000 or something, then we can use that. If the car is done over, I would say, 50,000 miles, you pretty much have very big probability you're gonna get the same as yours, and that's why I don't want it. So plan B is to find somewhere lower mileage used one from some crashed car, salvage car, or plan C is the brand new one, which is very hard to find. In the UK market I didn't find it, so only US market they are available. Yeah, if you guys wanna know the part number, here is my part number. Yeah, here is the part number. So hopefully that will help you out, but bear in mind, this is old part number. There was a new part number, and after that there was another one part number which is replacement of this one. So current part number is different to this one. So I doubt you will find it brand new like this. Also, this is quite good looking. Look at this. This is ZT. Emitech NGK. So that was really good quality. Hopefully guys will help me out to clean it. Okay, time to install my new old catalytic converter. It just came from the cleaning service. Do not even try to do it yourself. It is not possible. You will not clean it properly. As you can see, it's very clean. It's like a new. Right, so I got two lambdas as well because the lambda sensor is not very accessible here, so I decided to change them. This is denser. This is genuine one. The same denser is in use originally from Volvo. Because if we're looking into this one, it does say on it denser as well, I believe. Somewhere. Yeah, denser. See? And this one, that's pre-cut. Convert this one. And this one, post-cut. I'm afraid I can't find the Volvo one. That was our original one, but I don't know what they condition, even if they work, and how long they will work. So I'm using Face It. That's the post one. They both around 100 pounds or so, maybe 70 ish. Don't remember. They both not that's not original. This is denser. And Face It has never been used on this car, but it's not bad brand. It's a good brand of parts. So as you can see, I got new nuts as well. So I believe I don't want to keep these two here because I got a brand new one. So I'm going to replace that one. So and all nuts new as well. Yeah, make sure you're using copper one. Otherwise you will not be able to remove it after. Right, okay, that's fair enough to speak. Let's just move on and fit it back to the car. Okay, this is the new sealant install. Make sure you did clean everything. All surfaces must be very clean. That one as well, because it's accessible right now. It will be harder accessible when you fit it back to the car. Yes, I'm using my original one because I did decide don't use the replacement one from the different car. And for this particular car, they are very expensive. Okay, one more important thing I want to mention. I found this part under the bonnet and I just didn't have a absolutely idea where this part came from. But I found out now. Look, after you install this three nuts, sorry, and put it back, so that have to be cover this area in case if there is any, like, fire comes from here or high temperature. So this is the shield of the high temperature, right? And that clamp not on here, that clamp on a different pipe, that clamps from top on that pipe, right? Like this. Okay, on that pipe. Bear that in mind, please. Okay, once you receive your catalytic converter after the machine shop who's made this cleaning, or after actually, or maybe you bought the second-hand one somewhere on eBay, it's always worth to open this heat shield and to see there is everywhere welding is good. Apparently it can be cracked somewhere, because of too much pressure out inside. and in this case we will need to weld it. Alright, let me open my one and to see visually if that actually in a good shape or not, good condition or not. I can see mine is not damaged nowhere, so all weld good, everything is good. Here is good as well. Here is good as well. Yeah, basically just do the visual check before, so you know what you're installing back on your car, you know. What happens, it could be damage here, here, and potentially it could be damage these two places as well, right? In my case, I'm lucky, so my converter is in good condition, so I'm going to put the shield back and then install it. Okay, this bolt is better accessible from this side, right? So this is how did I access to it, because there are quite big distance even for tall guy. Right, what did you want to do? You probably don't want to you don't want to tighten them to the torque yet, because it shall be wobbling. Once we will install the turbocharger on its place, then that will be positioned properly, and then only we will tighten them. Right, at the moment we don't want to. The same, look, I'm installing everything with no lambdas. I will install lambdas later, once the converter will be in place, because lambda is quite tight. You have to install them with a 45 Newton meters. Can you see this slot? Right, this is where this bit coming to, so it's very inconvenient place. I will just basically you have to install it that is as it laid down. Let me do it and then I'll show you the result. Okay, it should be something like this. It's actually not in place, it's mispositioned. Let me redo it. Okay, now it is in the right, correct position. Right, it should be here. And it's covering this connection from fire, in case if it will. Right, that's pretty much it. I'm going to tighten these two bolts and this one bolt as well later on, once I will install the turbocharger here, because I don't want these guys to be misaligned. They have to be aligned to each other, and then we will continue. We can also install this heat shield with these two nuts on that two bolts here. The torque is 10 Newton meters. Yeah, apparently before installing this heat shield, we must install this post-catalytic lambda, otherwise you will not be able to do that. So let's do lambda first and then heat shield. Okay, finally our catalytic converter is in place. This is how it should be installed, right?